I'm Yehuda Gilad, a professor of clarinet and the music director of the Colburn Orchestra, and also professor at University of Southern California. This is the machine. The machine needs to be well oiled in order to work perfectly. And the wind oil give me that. Once I do it a lot, it will give me exactly, it formulate my body to be just right, to prepare for me. So I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think, do I have to support here, support here? I let my singing take care of it. And I'm so much in freedom to create, and that's what we all want. The muscles are muscles. And muscles are dumb. They need to be educated. All of our lives we are taught to eat, to chew, to bite, to do many things. Very, very seldom we're actually using this one. So those muscles need to be awakened. It's not that they cannot do it. It just they're not used, so they become lazy. And you have to educate it. Once you educate your muscles with the wind O, when you educate your muscles properly, the air has a passage that it moves, and it's created by the using of the muscles here, using of the muscles here as well. And it's strengthening those muscles, and therefore it gives much more flexibility to it. In the past, I used two major devices. One, it's the balloon device, which is quite famous among my students. And the other one is, during the 80s, or beginning of the 90s, I found what we call the facial flex, to introduce the motion, to educate those muscles to work differently. In that regard, I think the wind O is the most complete, comprehensive improvement on those two devices, and they put both of them together. So for me, it's a fantastic tool. Let me give you an example. A couple that came to study with me from Norway. One of them were a student that studied with me for many years. And it's already the job which I used. All the other stuff, the two areas that now is being combined. And immediately the reaction of it is much easier to maintain the concept that I instill on him for many years. Suddenly it gives an extra beauty to the sound. Suddenly it gives a little bit extra variety of color that they can create. And once they feel it, again, they add it to the tool chest and they use it to implement it. So sometimes they will use it now more often than now. Sometimes, if they need to, they will use it more just to get a reminder, which is absolutely, especially when this particular one play in orchestra now day in and day out, and the practicing is not as regular as before. It takes it and it gets it, and it's immediately put him on the place where I like my student to be. In contrast with a student that I did not work very much, I work only few lessons in the past. And in that case, it immediately gave the understanding of what I'm talking of support, and understanding of what I'm talking of the corners, to keep the corners firm on the sides and not to let it collapse to the outside, therefore not to let the teeth take charge on the playing. It's more the muscle and the teeth in harmony. And the reaction was, oh, wow, oh, wow, wow, that's great sound. And they can hear themselves because they do record their lesson, so they can immediately get a reference point of what they can do and what they can achieve from it. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to understand that those muscles needs to be strong and holding any mouthpiece they're holding, especially for oboe, bassoon, and clarinet. That's most definitely saxophone, etc. But also the understanding that it's improve those muscles, which for me are as important, from the jaw to the front. Those muscles are as important, so whether you're playing with the teeth on or whether you play with just the lips, the wind O will give you exactly what needs to be given. It's the understanding of your muscles. I just had a kind of a coaching session with a flutist and said, hey, you know, he played for me Mozart concerto, and I said, you know, do the same, but try to do it with the wind O. Instead of the flute, try to do with the wind O. And I explained to him what you have to do. So immediately he did the concerto, but only with, and release that, like that. I said, now play it. The sound become absolutely the point of the sound, sustain, absolutely gorgeous, and the sound blossom from the inside out. I use it in all time of the day, whether if I just want to waking up my muscles. I have a whole warm-up concept that I give my students, and that's become one of it, because it's accumulative to breathing and to educate them, to warm up before they start to play even, and not before I start to play. Then everything is prepared for me to introduce the clarinet into my mouth. Yes, so as a beginning, and then I will use it occasionally when I'm losing a certain thing, certain color that I want, or certain flavor. Then I'll use it again, and it will show me how it will give me much more flexibility to create different shapes as I sing. We will do all of this work with the wind O because we know what we want to say in the music. So the why has to come first. This will show you how to prepare your body. So the why will become much clearer, much more comprehensive, and much more inspiring.